Coach Jamie Dreyer here. In this short video, I'm going to show you guys a bicep stretch. I'm actually going to show you two different versions of the stretch, and I'll explain the difference between the two of them. All right, so first off, the position that I really like to get is inside of a squat rack, or you could grab anything really, a pole, whatever. Thumb down, and the same side leg goes forward, right? And if you don't feel much of a stretch, take the hand higher. All right, so that's the first step. Now, if we're going to just do a good old static stretch, which means you're just leaning into it, there's no movement, there's no engagement, just hang out here, and I usually take about 5 breaths. Nice, deep, long breaths. And as it starts to loosen up and it doesn't feel as intense of a stretch, I'll take it up a little higher and continue, all right? So that's the first version. That's just a good old static stretch. The next thing that I like to do is called a PNF stretch. It's a lot more engaged. It stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. What the heck does that mean? Basically, proprioception is your body's sense of its own self in space. Neuromuscular, the interplay between the nervous system and the muscular system. Facilitation. You're going to basically be facilitating some of that interplay in between the two. So you're essentially tricking your muscle into relaxing more. Here's how it's going to go. It's really simple. You might not actually see much going on here, but you get into the same position, you get into a nice deep stretch, and now you take a deep breath, hold it, and while you're holding it, you're going to actually engage the muscle that you're stretching. So you're going to engage the bicep. It should feel like you're trying to curl the arm down, but you don't actually see much movement. Hold it for about 3 seconds and then relax. And then you can go either dropping your body down lower or taking the hand a little higher because it'll start to relax deeper and deeper. Take another deep breath, hold, engage that bicep for a few seconds, and then sink lower into it. All right? Those are basically the two simplest versions of a bicep stretch. You got your good old static stretch, which I recommend more so for at the end of a workout, just trying to relax. And the PNF stretch is there if you need to loosen, if something feels tight and cranky and you're getting ready to train, but you want it to loosen up, do more of a PNF stretch. So that way you're not quite putting the muscle to sleep at the same time as getting the length, right? Like a static stretch can actually calm the nervous system down a little bit too much. You don't really want that before you lift. So pre-training session, or in the middle of it, PNF, post-training session, static stretch.